That's going to go a long way into creating that mental image that you're the type of person that deserves a raise. So from what I can see, 98% of young professionals are making the same career mistake right now. And it is not what you think. You think if you work hard and wait patiently, your boss is going to reward you with that pay raise that you want. Unfortunately, this is just wrong. This is fairy tale thinking, and it keeps talented people like you underpaid. I spent 3 years as a corporate executive watching this happen, and the hardest workers are often the lowest paid. But the people that understood what really mattered, what I'm going to tell you, were able to get their pay raises very quickly. So let's get into it. There are two main reasons people don't get the pay raises they think they deserve. Reason one, they don't talk. They don't talk to their boss, but more importantly, they don't really even talk to their boss's boss. And the problem with that is, who do you think approves the raise? Your boss advocates for you, but it's your boss's boss that is the one that says, yeah, I think we should give that person the raise. And ideally, when I say talk, I mean that you're going to be spending some time each day checking in with your boss and your boss's boss, talking about your priorities for the day and things you have done successfully, your wins. To me, that's the standard. But what I often see is people don't even say hi. They don't even say hi to their boss. They don't even say hi to their boss's boss. So they don't know them. And when they come and ask for the raise, it seems kind of weird.
Who are you?
Now, some of you are thinking, well, I shouldn't have to. I should just be able to just do my job and that should be enough. That's fine. You can think that, but I'm just telling you what the facts are. Reason two, they're spinning their wheels. What do I mean by that? What is your job? A lot of you are going to answer with whatever your job description says or whether it says your role is. But what your job is to be valuable to the company, to bring them closer to whatever the company's mission or goal is, to solve the problem that the company's customer has. If you can't find a way to tie your role to that goal, then all you're doing is spinning your wheels. And so if you come and ask for more money and all you're doing is the job as described, even if you're doing it well, your boss is going to think, well, I could just bring another person in off the street and give them that job description that I gave you and they'll do the same thing and I don't have to pay them more money. So again, sorry if that isn't the way it should be, but I'm just telling you the way that it is. So if you just stop doing those two things, you'll be closer to getting a pay raise than most people. But that's not all. So those are the things you're going to avoid. But here are 3 things you can start doing to help you get that pay raise even quicker. So you know what your boss loves? Money.
Money, money, I want more money.
In fact, your CEO probably sees money in a way that most of their employees don't. Basically, if you're not saving money or making extra money, then you're wasting money. So if you're going to go in and ask for a raise, I would tell you, you need to be ready to talk numbers. You need to be prepared. The idea isn't that your boss is going to love you. They're going to love the results that you've brought. Number 2, make your boss look good. You know what else your boss loves? Themselves. Just like you, they're trying to get ahead in their career. They're trying to do a good job. They're trying to build a good reputation. They're trying to increase their impact. So there are times where there's things you can do to sort of help them. What you want is for your boss to be your biggest advocate when speaking about what you deserve. It always looks good for a boss if they can go to their boss and say, hey, look at this person on my team. They're doing so well because of the things that I taught them. So be that person, and then your boss will advocate really hard for you and help you get that raise. In fact, in that situation, they're probably more likely to advocate for you to get the raise than they are to advocate for you to get a promotion, because with a raise, you get to remain on the team and you get to keep delivering more results to increase their reputation. There's no reason they want to lose their best person. And number three, be part of what I would call the 20%. This is in reference to something called Pareto's principle, which basically means that 80% of the results come from 20% of the actions. You could also think about this in terms of 80% of the positive results in your company probably come from 20% of the people working there. The reverse is also true as well. So 80% of the negative things in the company come from 20% of the people working there. Don't be part of that 20%. You want to be part of the good 20%. The bad 20% gets fired. There's also another principle that explains this, which is even more concerning if you're working somewhere. And it's called Price's Law. Price's Law is an equation that shows how a small percent of the people working somewhere produce 50% of the results. So for instance, a team of 25 people, 5 people on that team are producing 50% of the results. So in the sales team, those 5 people are making 50% of the sales and the other 20 people are making 50% of the sales. Now, all management to some extent believes this. They might not know Pareto's principle or Price's law, but they definitely have this in their mind. It's instinctual. They know that there's a small group of people that are producing the best results, they're producing most of the results on the team. I can tell you for myself as a boss, this meant that I was happy to pay my top performers, keep them happy, and I could just let the rest of the people who asked for a raise or wanted more quit. They weren't delivering the results. If I just put my energy into constantly hiring and training the other 50 to 80% of the team, I knew I was going to be fine. So when I say be part of that top 20%, I mean, go back to your job and look around and see who are these people that are producing the most results. And what you want to start doing is working with and cooperating with them. You want to collaborate with these people. You want to be part of this group. You want to help solve their problems. Now, it might mean you have to work a little bit harder because you're going to want to be part of this team and perhaps you're going to have to keep up with them. But whatever minimal amount of effort it takes to be part of this group, to be seen as part of the top 20% or the top 5 out of the 25 people on the team, it's going to give you the ability to just write your own ticket. Your reputation will be so strong at that point that even if you have a couple of off days or a couple of days where maybe you're not delivering the results in the same way, maybe even a couple of weeks, you're still part of that team. And that collaboration that you did and their advocacy for you and the fact that they are your allies in the workplace, that's going to go a long way into creating that mental image that you're the type of person that deserves a raise. If you want to see more content like this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.